Hello, Jay. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me. It's been a minute. There was a delay in the definitely well-awaited Elgnirk, I think. How would you pronounce it?
Elgnirk.
Elgnirk? Yeah. The Novice Dagger.
Yes.
So those are the two beta ones we will cover. So we'll cover Novice quick. Novice, we get so many daggers. There's so many daggers.
We're getting another dagger. There's,
There's so many. Yeah, we're getting another dagger.
I don't, I don't know. Maybe he thinks that volume is better than quality.
I guess. I mean, well, to be fair,
This one's fine.
this one's great when you can use it, but it's very heavily gated.
Yep. I would rather build this on Botto, but that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely cool, right?
It's neat. It's neat.
Yeah, if this wasn't cost the way that it's costed, it's just weird. So I guess we should say it costs an endeavor and a perfect organ. Or was it a perfect
I
bone?
know, perfect bone.
Perfect bone. Yep. I bet I had the front side up. So it's just a perfect bone, which is like not even really like a guarantee to even get in the time frame you'd want to be using this. The way I see this dagger, so it's a 3 speed, 7 accuracy, 1 strength, but it's not frail, so that's good.
It's a bone dagger.
It's bone dagger, but it's not frail, and it's deadly with
It also
devastating.
doesn't activate rawhide chest, which is annoying.
Or not, I meant savage. So
Yeah.
this is basically savage. They could have just said you gain a deflect token during savage, but this is really good. The only thing is you're not guaranteed to get a perfect bone. I don't think you use this ever outside of like after like year 2 or 3. This is such a weird thing because the novice word, like novice is someone with no hunt experience.
With 0 or 1 hunt experience. I think it's less than 2.
Is it less than 2 or does it just say
I believe it's less than 2.
okay, so you could use it twice. Yeah. So either way, it's weird because if you're going to use something like this, you want to use it to build proficiency very early in the game. And you won't be able to do that you won't be able to do that anyways without 2 hunt experience because you can't select anything, but you technically don't really want to invest in a weapon type you're not going to be building towards because you can't use this once you have a proficiency.
This was created because Poots' team still plays Protect the Young.
Well, without Protect the Young, because it's
no,
Saga.
This is a Protect the Young thing, 1000%.
Well, no, but it's Saga. Like even if you had a Protect the Young settlement that had Saga, this would then be null and void because everyone would be born with 2 hunt experience.
Correct.
So like
it gets phased out once you hit like Plumery. If you're using Survival of the Fit, or rather, if you're using Protect the Young, this gets phased out around land year 7 or 8.
yeah, that's what I mean.
If you're using Survival of the Fittest, this never gets fielded.
Yeah, and
because your survivors just last too long.
yeah, and the perfect bone. You're not. I mean, I think when 1.6 came out, I think I did the math on it, and I think the average was I think you should expect to get the perfect resource you're looking for after 3 draws of fighting a level 1.
I mean, obviously, there's other ways, like whatchamacallit.
You can get scavenger.
Lion Cub helps.
Yeah.
Scavenger Kit helps, though I usually use that for monster resources. There's
Yeah.
other ways to pull basic resources. In fact, there's a lot of ways to pull basic resources.
Yeah, you could just go cannibalize, but
But obviously, it's still a one-off in an, I think, deck of 24.
yeah, I think the expected result was you should get the one you're looking for after 3 hunts. After you've drawn like 8, I think it's like you should need to draw like 16 cards, and then you should expect it. But either
So,
way, if this like you said, I agree with you. This fades off after like Lantern Year 5 or whatever, and if you can't draw the perfect bone by then, or if you don't want to, because I agree with you, you'd also use Zambado. I think had this not cost a perfect bone, I think then maybe it would see more play. But with the perfect bone, I don't think anybody makes this.
oh, absolutely. Now, if it was just an Endeavor and a bone,
Yeah,
sure.
that's what I think. But other than that, it is neat. The gaining the deflect token is like really good early game.
It's yeah, you don't get a deflect token until post Watcher or if you're using 10th anniversary.
Yes. Or novice sword.
So I mean,
Or novel sword.
or wait, does
Yeah, doesn't novel
yeah,
sword.
novel sword. You
Yeah.
said. Yep.
So
Though again, that's also late game pretty much. That's
and it's
mastery stuff.
sword and not a dagger.
True.
Yeah, I think this is really cool. I think it's just. I think this one will be so much better in the if Sun Lion is a thing, right? If that can be expected of all the beta releases, I have high hopes for this beta release. I think this could be tweaked and would actually be good.
It's actually balanced, unlike Sun Lion.
Yeah, I mean, this is like, if this would be something you got like, I don't know.
It's fine, and that's kind of where I am with Kingdom Death right now. I'd rather have fine than outlandish and stupid and not working as intended.
Oh yes. Well, let's talk about some outlandish stuff. Let's talk about Elgnirk. Jay, do you want to read?
When
Do you want to read the Hallmark card? I mean, excuse me, Deathmark card.
wait, does it actually say that?
Yes, it does. On the back of the card, it says Deathmark.
Oh, I hate that. You want me to start with the Happy Holidays or just the event? All right, Happy Holidays. Let's zoom in here. Add this to the hunt phase of any campaign occurring during the holidays. Which holidays? Well, you can decide.
Yep.
At the start of the hunt phase, place Elgnirk. How do you actually spell it? Elgnirk.
Elgnirk. That's
Elgnirk.
Yeah.
Place Elgnirk on the last space of the hunt board. Whenever a random hunt event is result is a double, so 11, 22, 33, 44, yada yada yada. Move Elgnirk one space on the hunt board towards the survivors. If Elgnirk or the survivors move onto each other's space, open this holiday card and resolve the event and close before resolving anything else. Limit once per campaign. Since you departed, a growing sense of malaise dragged at your limbs. The sight of a sanguine-clad figure in the distance ignites a wriggling electric sensation that rises from deep inside your weary guts, that your tongue bursts from your mouth with a bizarre gasp cluck. Your whole body is suddenly compelled forward by an unseen force, pulling at your outstretched tongue, rushing you into the darkness ahead. From atop its steed, the figure howls, snatching you in its embrace and biting at your outstretched tongue. Nice. You meet its violent violet gaze. Your thoughts melt away. Roll a d10. On a result.
Did you see that? Taste said. I think Taste said that they wrote that.
Oh, Taste wrote that.
That's what I recall them saying today.
Neat.
This event. Yep, very neat. It's a very neat event, Taste.
Honestly, I think the 1 to 4 result is the most neat thing here.
Oh no! Oh man, I think they're all pretty cool.
Yeah. Most of them are, but 1 to 4 and 10 are the coolest. Anyway.
We'll talk about 5 and 7.
Later. 1 to 4. The sanguine figure's eyes reflect the endless depths of your own delirium. Lose all fighting arts and replace the fighting arts section of your survivor record sheet with an additional disorder section. You can no longer gain fighting arts and have additional disorder slots equal to the number of fighting art slots that you have possessed. This is the first time they've ever been called slots.
Yeah, this is really neat.
Then gain random disorders until you have no unfilled disorder slots. Welcome to every single disorder.
Yeah.
I'll be your host. That's cool. That's really cool, actually.
It's really neat. We'll have to see what the Arc Survivor record sheets look like, because I don't think they have fighting art slots, but we'll see.
I will addendum
to knowledge
slots if necessary.
I agree.
Anyway, 5 to 7, the sanguine figure's eyes reflect a life you forgot you lived. Immediately set your weapon proficiency to a random weapon proficiency type without erasing any filled proficiency levels. So...
This is interesting. So this is the one that I saw and I was talking about. We'll come back to this one. We'll do the rest. But that's the 5 to 7 one, I think, is the one you want here. I think you want 5 to 7 or 10 plus.
I guess. Anyway, 8 to 9. The sanguine figure's eyes reflect fractals of yourself splitting and melding together with survivors around you. Swap your permanent attributes with a random survivor on the hunt.
This one is interesting because it's like a virus flower, but it does negatives.
Worse.
Yeah. Doesn't just do positive.
This is swapping. This isn't adding.
Yeah, it's swapping, but...
and remember, kids, permanent attributes include hunt XP, weapon proficiency.
They do not.
They do not? Am I nuts?
Yes. Currently they're only the 6 things. There's the 6 ones on the side. Movement, strength, evasion,
speed, evasion,
and luck.
Accuracy, strength, luck. Oh, well, then never mind.
Those are the only things.
If it was the other thing, that'd be cool. Oh well.
You're correct. It does suffer from ambiguity because courage and understanding and hunt experience and weapon proficiency are all called survival attributes, but they the definition of the word attribute. Like you would say, like someone who's charismatic, that's an attribute of their personality. So you were correct. In the rule book, it does define them, but game-wise, attributes are only the 5 things.
Anyway, 10 plus, and it's 10 plus. The sanguine figure's eyes reflect pure joy. Cure all of your disorders. Gain the Joyous secret fighting.
All right, we will talk about Joyous here in a sec. So, let's talk about how you do this. So basically, you're going to have a second thing at the back of this that starts on the starvation track. Now, it's not a hunt event thing, it's a model. So basically, I think you want to be fighting I think Flower Knight, I should have looked this up, but off the top of my head, I think Flower Knight level 3, because you start farther down the thing, you don't start on the starting space of the hunt board.
No, level 3 Flower Knight starts at the front of the showdown, or the hunt board. It's just like 2 and 1 that start further along.
Okay. So, So then you definitely only want to do this with Antelope. Antelope is your best bet to if you're looking to do this. If you're looking to actually tutor Elgnirk, Antelope's your best bet. A level 3 Antelope.
Yes.
Because it will back up, and then you'll be able to reach her. So that's your best bet as we know of right now. There could be other things to Gambler's Chest or whatever, but as of now, then I think you re-roll this. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is a candidate for, you want to make sure you bring someone who has a reroll.
Reroll Crimson Jewel.
Yeah, or Otherworldly Luck.
Otherworldly Luck.
And what you really want to go for. So let's talk about the 5 to 7 here. So I've gotten clarification on this. With 5 to 7, when you immediately set your weapon proficiency to a random weapon type by erasing any filled weapon proficiency levels, you're not erasing those things. So if you were a master and you rolled 5 to 7, say you were a master Fist and Tooth, you rolled 5 to 7, You know, because you might have a Master Fist and Tooth hanging around, right? The other ones, like if you're not going to leave a Master Spear person, you might, but you're probably not going to. A Master Fist and Tooth would be the only one you might leave, just because you might be going like the One Punch Man route, where the actual levels of proficiency will actually help you if you have like the Armored Fist. So like where the actual proficiency levels would help you. So if you have a master laying around and you take them with you on this hunt to trigger Elgnirk, if when they swap to a different proficiency, you will become a master of that. And then you will trigger the mastery and you will get it in your settlement. If you don't already have it.
You'll also be a master of both disciplines because you don't lose the ability card.
You would be a double master. Now, there's caveats to this. So the ones that don't go when you do a random selection, because I even asked about because I when I was asking Taste for clarification on this, I did it more broadly than just to this event. So even when you do something from the hand, or say you get the statue where you get a random weapon proficiency, you do not include Twilight Sword, Katana, Scythe, or Scythe you do. Scythe you can include if you're using Dragon King, if you have it. But you do not include novel proficiencies or the Lantern armor proficiency, because they're armor proficiencies, not weapon proficiencies. So even when you get to the hand...
That makes no sense to me. That makes absolutely... Just the Lantern. Everything else makes sense. The Lantern one doesn't make sense.
Again, yeah. I'm just saying that's how this... that's how it was clarified. Yeah, I agree, because the Lantern armor proficiency is technically a weapon proficiency, but I guess it's gated because you can't select it unless you're in a full Lantern armor. So there's like a gate to it. It's not just like... True. So the same thing with the Katana. It's gated behind Edge Tonometry, and Twilight Sword is gated behind having a Twilight Sword. So there is technically a gate to the Lantern armor proficiency. So yeah, I agree. But so if I was doing this, I would do 5 to 7. I would try to aim for 5 to 7 if I sent out a master, and then if I happen to get a 10 plus, oh man, let's talk about Joyous now.
Joyous, it's a secret fighting art. Whenever you would suffer brain damage, gain that much insanity instead. When you have 100 insanity, you die. That should say when you have 100 plus insanity, you die.
Yes. Oh, man. So this is nuts.
Did somebody say, what is that, Dark Impulse?
Dark Manifestation?
Dark Manifestation.
Immortal.
Path of Gloom. No, not Immortal, because that'll just get you killed, but Path of Gloom.
No, Immortal will keep you below 100 insanity.
I don't think so.
Well, it depends. You're not going to die from it. Immortal, whenever you take regular damage, you take insanity instead.
You take brain damage.
Yeah, no. You the Dark Manifestation. Dark Manifestation keeps you below 100 because you just keep doing instant wounds.
Yes.
And then you keep
Immortal
building back
will kill
up.
You faster.
Yeah, you build back up with Immortal. There's also the other one. Abyssal. No.
There's Slender Man. It's
yes.
Path of Gloom.
Oh, Path of Gloom. Yeah, that one's good too. So this is nuts.
Or Darkness Awareness, whatever.
Dark Manifestation.
Yeah.
This is nuts. If you have Dark Manifestation, which I think is Echoes 3.
Yes.
Dark Manifestation is you can spend your insanity as a currency.
Clarity of Darkness. That's what I'm looking for. The actual secret fighting art from Slender Man is Clarity of Darkness. It gives you the Path of Gloom survival status. Sorry,
that's right. No,
that was going to bug me. But yeah, this is stupid.
This is really good. This is really good.
Oh, no, it's not stupid, but it's really good.
Yeah, this is really good. Granted, this is like a 33% chance at a once per campaign thing. So...
And then you also have to roll a 10.
And you also have to have Dark Manifestation, which is kind of one of the harder ones to get.
Well, no, Dark Manifestation, you do a run to unlock Dark Manifestation.
Even when you're doing that, it's kind of difficult. But yes, you have to do you have to pretty much kill an entire set. You have to just do a run to unlock Dark Manifestation, and it's really bad.
Yeah, I mean, this is good. It's properly gated for how strong it is.
I agree.
It's
And
got a really hilarious typo.
if you're a really, really madman who don't forget, not only is this limited to once per campaign, this is limited to about 3 weeks of the year as well.
Well, it just says the holidays.
That's true. Every day's a holiday when I'm playing King of Death.
The 4th of July is a holiday. Today was a holiday. It's Groundhog Day.
That's true. It's always 5 o'clock somewhere, right?
Yeah, someone's celebrating.
But I think this is properly gated. It's crazy strong, but I mean that's bound to happen when you have like to make this as good as it is. The question really becomes, without those things, is this any good? And then I think it's just a meh.
It's fun without those things. It's really good with those things.
Yeah, that's my opinion on it too. Which is, again, I think that's fine. I think this is perfectly balanced because you're going to need a lot of stuff. Like Echoes 3, Slenderman, what was the other one? Oh, no, well, Immortal's normal. That's cool. You could just get that. And then you also need Elgnirk here. So
Elgnirk, which means you also have to do that stupid run to unlock Dark Manifestation.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll see you.
Yeah.
In like maybe,
I don't know, 2 weeks.
Hopefully, unless we gotta wait 2 months now between every store shop or a shop drop.
I certainly hope not.
No, I hope not. So I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be seeing that one. That one looks interesting too. The Hellborn.
Yeah. It's cool. I still said Big Lucy didn't get anything content-wise.
Well, I mean, Barbarian Lucy's awesome. If there was something to talk about, I would definitely talk about Barbarian Lucy. But
10, yeah, absolutely.
Barbarian Lucy's 10 out of 10. Everybody get Barbarian Lucy.
Almost as good as Lantern Aya.
I think even when we talk about the Hellborn stuff, I'll use a picture of Barbarian Lucy.
Yes, that is correct.
All right. Thank you so much for joining me, Jay.
Of course.
I'll talk to you for the next drop.